And we have a strong cold front coming through later today. We're going to talk about how far temperatures will be falling and when, and also how cold it could get for our WFA Weather Alert Day coming up. You're up. Freeze of the season. Temperatures dropping down into the 20s and 30s, but wind chill values, what it will actually feel like to you, that's going to be dropping down into the low 20s for Monday morning. So you just need to stay updated with the latest forecast and make sure to have all your layers ready to go. In fact, outside right now, you may want to layer up a little bit. It's not necessarily warm just yet. This is our UNT Denton camera. Temperatures are in the upper 40s. The wind is calm. We do have lots of sunshine. We're going to continue to see satellite and radar stay very quiet throughout the day today. So right now we're at 59 in downtown Dallas. Big difference compared to 49 degrees in Denton, 54 in Fort Worth, 48 degrees right now in Granbury. As we go throughout the afternoon, temperatures still look plenty warm today. We're going to get real close to about 80 degrees. But you can tell sometime between 1, 2, 3 o'clock this afternoon, that's when the cold front will be moving through. But we're not going to feel its impact until tomorrow. So tonight, we're going to stay nice and quiet. The wind's going to be picking up out of the north overnight tonight, but tomorrow we're going to be dropping 10 degrees below normal. On Monday, that's our WFA Weather Alert Day. That is when temperatures will be 14 degrees below normal, but we're starting out at around freezing Monday morning. But it's going to be very temporary, as on Veterans Day, it looks beautiful again. Lots of sunshine with temperatures climbing to back above normal. We're going to show you those overnight lows and exactly what those wind chills will be feeling like on Monday morning coming up in just a little bit. Tiffany, I know, if only I would have known about it beforehand, but I'm kind of glad.
Cassie would have been there.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm kind of glad it sold out too, because now I'm not tempted to try to make it work today because I just got too much going on. But
the other night it was like pickled chips, pickled everything.
Pickled Cheetos, pickle flavor, everything. Well, I got it from Marielle. It's like Marielle's favorite.
Yeah, she likes pickles
Mine
too.
too, though.
We're a pickle-loving family at WFAA here.
We can talk about pickles all day.
Yeah, it'll be a beautiful day for the pickle people at the pickle party.
People, yes. Today, though, it's going to be for Monday morning, because that is when we're going to experience the coldest air of the season. It's going to be the first freeze of the season for many of us. Temperatures will be dropping down into the 20s and 30s, but after factoring the wind, so what it feels like to you, the wind chills will actually drop down into the low 20s for some of us. So what you need to do is stay updated with the latest forecast. Download the WFA Plus app to your TV. We usually do a lot of cut-ins there. And then, of course, we're going to need to make sure that we have those layers ready to go, jackets, sweaters, all the things. You may even want to have maybe a jacket or sweater of this morning. It's not warm yet by any means. This is our Fort Worth camera. We do have lots of sunshine. It's gorgeous, but temperatures starting out in the 40s and 50s. The wind right now, it's fairly calm. But we're only at 49 degrees in Denton, 59 in Dallas, 54 in Terrell, 60 degrees though in Corsicana, 52 right now in Greenville. Satellite and radar, very quiet. We've got very clear skies. I think we're going to continue to see lots of sunshine throughout the day today, despite the cold front moving in later on. But right now, the true Arctic air, that's going to be way off to the north, okay? We're talking north of the line here, so way up into Canada. Well, eventually it will be moving south and east. It's going to kind of lessen its grip a little bit as it makes its way into North Texas, but it looks like by Monday morning, that is when temperatures will be dropping down into the 20s and 30s. So that's going to be the coldest air of the season so far, but we're not going to stay there forever. It does look pretty temporary. Today, though, despite the cold front moving in, we still make it into the upper 70s and low 80s. About 78 degrees in Decatur, 79 in McKinney, 79 in Dallas, 80 in Waxahachie, and 81 this afternoon in Corsicana. Tonight, we drop down into the upper 40s and low 50s. So still pretty cool, but these are very seasonal numbers. The normal is 48 degrees. We're going to go with 49 in Dallas, 51 in Waxahachie, and 48 tomorrow morning in Denton. But now let's fast forward to Monday morning. We're expected to drop down to 32 in Dallas, 29 in Denton, 29 in McKinney, 28 degrees in Greenville. But after factoring in that wind, it could likely feel like the upper 20s in Dallas. It could feel like 25 in Denton, 23 in McKinney, and 22 degrees in Greenville come Monday morning. So for today, nice and warm. Plenty of sunshine, nice and dry. Temperatures in the upper 70s. Overnight tonight, we're going to be dropping down into the upper 40s. It's going to be dry during that time, but the wind will be picking up out of the north. So tomorrow afternoon, a little breezy. Temperatures in the upper 50s. So we're going to be 10 degrees above normal today, 10 degrees below normal tomorrow. And then by Monday, highs in the mid 50s, but we're starting out in the low 30s. Veterans Day, we start to warm up. So Veterans Day during the day, it looks nice and warm. Temperatures back to around 70 degrees with the help of a breezy south. When we stay breezy on Wednesday, temperatures back in the mid 70s. But not today, though. The cold front is actually moving through today, but the coldest air doesn't move in until the next couple of days. So we do have a WFA weather alert day, but that's going to be for Monday morning, because that is when we're going to see and feel the coldest air of the season, the first freeze of the season. Temperatures will be dropping down into the 20s and 30s across North Texas, but after factoring the wind, because it's going to be a little breezy, wind chills, what it feels like will actually be in the low 20s for many of us. So what you need to do is just stay updated with the latest forecast and make sure to have those layers ready to go. You may even want to grab a jacket this morning. This is our DFW airport camera. We do have clear skies, but temperatures are starting out in the 50s right now. Satellite and radar, very quiet. Again, very clear. We're going to continue to see lots of sunshine today. Even when the cold front comes through, it will be moving through dry, maybe a few passing high clouds, but that's it. We're at 59 in downtown Dallas, 53 in McKinney, 49 in Denton, 54 in Fort Worth, 50 in Granbury, 48 degrees in Mineral Wells. But later this afternoon, temperatures will be climbing to well above normal, 10 degrees above normal. We're going to see that high of about 79 degrees. The cold front comes in sometime this afternoon. Eventually, the wind will be shifting to the north, but it's going to stay pretty light today. The wind picks up overnight tonight, and then tomorrow afternoon, temperatures will not make it out of the upper 50s. So tomorrow we're going to be 10 degrees below normal. On Monday, 14 degrees below normal, but notice it's only temporary, because by the time we get to Veterans Day, temperatures will be a lot warmer. We should be close to about 70 degrees. We're going to be showing those overnight lows for Monday morning and exactly what those wind chills should be come Monday morning across all of North Texas, coming up in just a little bit. Tiffany's in. Temperatures drop down into the 20s and 30s, but it's also going to be a little breezy at times, so wind chills will be a factor. It could actually feel like the low 20s. So what you need to do is stay updated with the latest forecast and make sure to have all those layers ready to go. Right now, though, you may actually want to grab a jacket or a sweater, whatever, before you head out the door, because it's still a little chilly. Temperatures are only in the 40s right now in Weatherford. We do have a light wind coming in out of the northwest, but we're up to 59 degrees now in downtown Dallas, 62 in Waxahachie, just 49 in Denton, 57 in Greenville, 54 right now in Canton. Satellite and radar, very quiet. We do have clear skies, and I continue to expect us to see lots of sunshine as we go throughout the day today, despite the cold front moving in. But as of right now, that cold, true Arctic air, that's going to be way up to the north. We're talking over really Canada, over parts of Alaska. Well, the cold air is going to be making its way south over the next couple of days. So tomorrow is going to be significantly cooler. The morning is going to be a little chilly, but by the time we get into Monday morning, that is when that coldest of the air will be moving in. Now, the true Arctic air, that's just going to be off to the east, but it's going to get cold enough in North Texas with temperatures dropping down into the 20s and 30s. So today, nice and warm. Enjoy it while it lasts. We're expecting a high of 79 degrees in downtown Dallas, 78 in Denton, 81 in Granbury, 78 in Decatur, and 79 this afternoon in Athens. Cold front comes in today. Tonight, still not terrible. The normal overnight low this time of year is 48 degrees. We're only dropping to 49 in Dallas, 48 in Denton, 49 in Canton, 52 tomorrow morning in Corsicana. But now let's fast forward to Monday morning. That is when we're expecting that low of 32 degrees in Dallas, 29 in Denton, 29 in Decatur, 29 in McKinney, and possibly as cold as about 27 in Sulphur Springs Monday morning. But again, we're going to have some wind during that time, so it will likely feel more like the mid and upper 20s across much of the Metroplex. But 23 degrees could be what it feels like around McKinney, 26 in Decatur, 26 in Granbury, 26 in Waxahachie, and there's a 23 degrees in Corsicana. So it's about to get really cold, but at least for now, it looks pretty temporary. Today, sunny, warm and dry, temperatures in the upper 70s. Eventually, that wind will be shifting to the north for all of us, but still fairly light today. It picks up tonight, though. That's when it becomes breezy. It's going to be a north wind between 10 to 20, but temperatures only drop down into the upper 40s tomorrow morning. But tomorrow afternoon, highs will only make it into the upper 50s. So we're going to go from near 80 today to near 60 tomorrow. On Monday afternoon, temperatures in the mid 50s. At Veterans Day, though, we do warm back up. The morning starts out kind of cold, low 40s, but we make it back to 70 degrees. And notice, we're looking dry for quite a while. Temperatures warm back up. We've been talking to you about since it's been a while, because we want you to prepare yourself for how cold it's going to get. We're talking about Monday morning. We're talking about the coldest air of the season, the first freeze of the season. Temperatures will be dropping down into the 20s and 30s across North Texas, but we're also going to have quite a bit of wind. So the wind chills, what it actually feels like to you, that's going to be getting down into the low 20s on Monday morning. So what you need to do is stay updated with the latest forecast. Make sure to download the WFA Plus app to your TV, and of course have those layers ready to go. You may even want to grab a jacket or a sweater this morning. You won't need it later today, but in the meantime, this is our Clyde Warren Park camera. It's gorgeous outside, but we are starting out a little cool, 50s and 60s. The wind is calm. We're at 59 degrees in Denton, 59 in Greenville, 62 in Terrell, 62 in Waxahachie, and 60 right now in Fort Worth. But satellite and radar, again, very quiet. We've got clear skies. We're going to continue to see lots of sunshine as we go throughout the day today, but the cold front, it is on the way for today. But the true cold Arctic air, that's going to be lagging behind a little bit. It's not here yet. That's going to be well to the north. We're talking north of the Canadian border, okay? So eventually over the next couple of days, it will slowly be making its way south and east, but finally moving into North Texas, finally like I actually want it to happen or something. But, you know, temperatures do drop down into the 30s by the time we get into early Monday morning, but the coldest of the air that actually stays off to the north and east. So we're going to be pretty lucky across North Texas. Temperatures today, not bad, upper 70s and low 80s. This is well above normal. The normal being 69. We're going to go with 79 in Dallas, 80 in Fort Worth, 79 in McKinney, 77 this afternoon in Canton. And then overnight tonight, it's going to be cooling down. The wind is going to be out of the north. It's going to be breezy, but we're only dropping into the upper 40s in Denton, 49 in Fort Worth, 49 in Terrell, and 50 tomorrow morning in McKinney. But now let's fast forward to Monday morning. That is when temperatures drop down into the upper 20s in Denton, 29 in McKinney, 28 in Greenville, 27 in Sulphur Springs, and 32 degrees in Waxahachie, 32 in Dallas, 32 in Fort Worth. So freezing temperatures, but again, the wind chills will be a factor. It's going to be a little breezy during that time. So this is what it's actually going to feel like to you for Monday morning. It's going to feel like the low 20s in Greenville, 20 degrees in Sulphur Springs, at 20 in Athens, 26 in Fort Worth, 27 in Dallas, and 27 Monday morning in Waxahachie. So today, again, enjoy it while it lasts. It's going to be nice and sunny, dry and warm, a light breeze, temperatures in the upper 70s. But overnight tonight, under mostly clear skies, the wind does pick up out of the north. Temperatures start out in the upper 40s tomorrow morning, but we wind up in the upper 50s. So it's not bad. It's going to be a little breezy though, but by Monday morning, that's when it's going to get pretty cold, dropping down to freezing. On Monday afternoon, we're going to make it into the mid 50s, but this is all very temporary. On Veterans Day, we make it to 70 degrees, mid 70s by midweek.